It may be the newest series on my channel, but it's also the shortest. We have reached the end of WandaVision. I wonder if this show will be picked up for a season 2. I mean, there's no indication that it has. Yeah, I'm just wondering. Like, are we just going to leave Wanda and Vision's story here, however it ends? I'd like to see this show come back for a season 2, but then again, I don't know what the hell they do. Because this has just been a well-crafted story from beginning to end, really. And honestly, I don't know what the hell you'd do else with it. But yeah, in case you didn't know, I don't know why you wouldn't know, but yeah, we've reached the finale of WandaVision, episode 9. We have a slight reprieve next week. We have 1 week break before we move into Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which is the 19th. Yeah. So yeah, today's the 5th. We have all of next week off, and then Falcon Winter Soldier starts the Friday after that. So yeah. And from what I understand, these Disney Plus shows are going to be going on all year. Like, immediately after Falcon Winter Soldier stops. Let me just check something. So, Falcon and Winter Soldier is supposed to be 6 episodes. So, episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We get a week spare on the 30th. And then, from what I hear, the Bad Batch is coming out straight out. The Bad Batch is coming out on May the 4th, which is a good, nice little touch for a Star Wars show to come out on May the 4th. But yeah, I thought it would have been releasing on Fridays, but because most of these Disney Plus shows do. So yeah, once Bad Batch rolls around and it takes up the Tuesday spot, then we'll have to shift our schedule around a bit of what I upload usually. So yeah, what's going into this finale? We finally got the name drop for Scarlet Witch, so happy about that. Finally, she's got a name. They referenced it earlier in the season, like, does she not have a silly code name or anything? No, she doesn't, but she does now. Well, at least she will after this. Vision's on his way, because currently the boys, Billy and Tommy, are being held hostage by Agatha, who we learned has been a witch for many, many years, and she just wants to learn Wanda's secret about how Wanda created the Hex, which we learned was chaos magic. Apparently York freaked out at that. I didn't get it. Like, I'm not familiar with all the comics. I'm more familiar with DC comics than I am with Marvel ones, but so yeah, apparently he freaked out when they said chaos magic, but I don't know what that means. Like, there are so many things that have come up in this show from the comics that I just don't know. Like, I didn't know that Wanda had children in the comics. I didn't know about Photon. I didn't know about Agatha. The boys being held hostage in the street. Wanda's there. Vision's on his way. Don't know what's going on with Photon. I'm excited about that. Like, I want to see how Photon comes into this, and how she'll eventually move into the Captain Marvel franchise. Darcy is on the way as well, I guess, and Jimmy Woo is still stuck outside of the Hex. And where also outside of the Hex is Director Hayward with White Vision, another thing I didn't know about from the comics. So White Vision. I don't know anything about him. All I know is I'm getting the gist of he's an evil, much less human-like version of Vision. So, because even though Vision's a robot, he's got a lot of human qualities about him, and I imagine White Vision is not that way. He's just very bland, as in the whole just plain white thing suggests. He's very bland, no human emotion. Just an evil version of Vision. So we've technically got 2 villains go into this finale, Agatha and White Vision. One for each of them. She gets Agatha, he gets White Vision. And yeah, I want to see how Pietro turns out as well. Well, Pietro, as Agatha called him. So I want to learn about him. Like, is he just a creation from Agatha, or was he brought here by Agatha from somewhere else? The Hex has got to be brought down in this episode, well, this finale. And what happens to Vision when that happens? because we know from previous experience that he can't survive outside the hex. So, what happens when it's all over? Does his consciousness or something transfer into White Vision's body? Because the thing that sickens me about White Vision is he's being used as a weapon. That is Tony Stark's creation. That Bruce Banner and Tony Stark's creation is being used as a weapon, and that sickens me. Will WandaVision's consciousness go into White Vision's body, and we get him back in the physical world? Yeah, we got a lot of stuff we've got to wrap up in this finale. It's 50 minutes long, so, but that includes credits, and these Disney Plus shows have like 20 minutes of credits, so yeah. But I've been told there's also a mid-credit scene and a post-credit scene. Yeah, got a lot to wrap up, and I've only got a limited amount of time left before I have to go sleep, because I desperately need it. It may be Friday, but I'm still knackered and I don't have the energy, so I have enough energy to get through this though, and give you a decent reaction, I hope. So shall we just get into Season 1, Episode 9, the finale of WandaVision, starting now! It's like Wizard of Oz. It's quite a sight. It looks cool. No. Not Vision. Oh god. There we go. Here comes your Vision. Here she comes.
This is awkward. Your ex and your boyfriend together at the same party.
Jesus.
Nicely resolve this peacefully. Wanda Maximoff must be neutralized. You must be destroyed. I know that.
Did you know there's an entire chapter devoted to you in the Darkhold?
Darkhold.
That's the book of the damned.
Darkhold. I know what happened to the Dark.
Scarlet Witch is not born, she is forged. Your power exceeds that of the Sorcerer Supreme. It's your destiny to destroy the world.
Sorcerer Supreme.
I have a daughter. She's 8. Maybe she could be friends with your boys. If you like that storyline. Or the school bully even. Really anything. If you could just let her out of her room. If I could just hold her. Please.
Oh, she's doing it to everyone. Yeah. Ouch!
Agnes doesn't live here. You do. You're Ralph Boner?
Jesus. You've got super speed, bro.
Please, spare my life.
Nice to meet you, Ralph.
He wasn't. Aww.
I've kept you safe in here. You feel at peace. We feel your pain.
Your grief is poisoning us.
No, stop.
She's gonna do it again. She's gonna enslave them all again. Oh no, that's worse. Whee. She's doing it. She's doing it. Those two still going at it. Oh, he's being pulled apart. They can't survive either.
Family to this twisted world, and now one can't exist without the other.
Oh. Jesus, it's all going to shit. Family pose.
Your mother and I never really prepared you for this.
But you were born for it.
family fight.
But I'm not the true Vision. Only a conditional vision.
Yeah, you're the true Vision.
I request elaboration.
Mom will be right back.
Every time you attack her, though, she's just taking your powers. No, she's doing the disappearing act. Oh yeah. He was really gonna shoot them.
Nice tricks. I like yours too.
Yeah. Ta-ta!
Have fun in prison.
Yes!
You are familiar with the thought experiment of the ship of Theseus in the field of identity metaphysics. The ship of Theseus is an artifact in a museum. Over time, its planks of wood rot and are replaced with new planks. When no original plank remains, is it still the ship of Theseus? If those removed planks are restored and reassembled free of the rot, is that the ship of Theseus? Neither is the true ship. Both are the true ship. Well, then we are agreed. Your memory storage is not so easily wiped. May I?
I bet Paul Bettany was having the best time ever being able to act with himself. All the memories.
I am Vision.
We got them both!
Come on, Wanda!
Is she gonna try to overload her or something? But this is Dragon Ball Z shit.
Escape your fate!
Oh god. What's she done? What's she done? What was she doing? Oh, what the hell? Oh, protections. She was creating runes. Protection runes. Oh, just like Agatha's basement. Yes! The full costume, please. Yeah, the full costume, like from the last episode. Please! Yeah, the trench coat, I see the trench coat. Fuck! Yes! Oh, she looks so good. She looks amazing. I want that as a pop. I'm sorry, but this is outdated. Look at her.
Wait.
Oh god. Agnes.
Hiya, hun. That's some kind of getup you're wearing.
Oh, it is.
Did I leave the oven on, or is that just you, hot stuff?
And family is. We could never truly leave each other, even if we tried.
Here it comes.
Thanks for choosing me to be your mom.
I read somewhere it's bad luck to say goodbye in the dark.
You're my sadness. And my hope.
Yeah, they all hate her now, I'm guessing.
They'll never know what you sacrificed for them.
It wouldn't change how they see me. Goodbye, Mom.
Bye, Wanda.
Oh, the costume. Where's the mid-credit scene? I'm in too much pain.
We were sent by an old friend of your mother's.
Oh!
I'd like to meet with you.
Tallow.
Where?
Talos, probably. Or Nick Fury, maybe. Well, that's what's going to happen to her in Captain Marvel. Oh, she's learning about the Darkhold. Love that. What's going on? The hell? That was a finale and a half. That was 8 finales and a half. Let me just compose myself for a second. I've been crying for the past 20 minutes, it feels like. Or maybe less. It's probably been less, but yeah, I've still been crying. I find I do that a lot nowadays. I'm a lot more emotional than I used to be. I mean, I went through a period. I was in my teens, I was emotional, and then in my late teens and my early 20s, I was. Almost nothing would make me cry in my late teens and early 20s, and now I'm gaining emotion back. I knew it was going to turn into Wanda versus Agatha and Vision versus White Vision. Speaking of White Vision, what the hell happened with him? Where the hell did he go? I wonder if we'll ever see him again. Because towards the end there, I was hoping that when the Hex was closing in, about to take the family away, I thought White Vision was going to come in and give his body over to our Vision, Wanda's Vision, so that Vision could stay around, but no, he just disappeared. But yeah, Agatha taking Wanda's powers, it was a cool double fight as well, very cool. Like, for a second there, when White Vision was holding Wanda up by her head, I thought for a second, like, some sort of weird magic shit was going to be involved and he was actually going to kill her and then something would change it. But guess not. The Darkhold. I wonder if it's the Darkhold that we've had before in the MCU or it's a different Darkhold. Because if it's the Darkhold, that was with a certain character last time we saw it. Like, we've seen it in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But if it's the Darkhold, then Agatha must have grabbed it off a certain someone who had it at the end of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 4. Because that was the only season with the Darkhold. And it was with a certain someone last time we saw it, so is there a potential for him to come back? Because I've been begging for that guy to come back. Like, he was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 4, and then never again. He was mentioned, but never came back. We never saw his face again. If he comes back somehow, because he's into, just like Wanda and Doctor Strange, he's into the supernatural stuff as well. Well, he's more supernatural than Wanda, and Doctor Strange are more magical, but it's still that supernatural aspect, that magical aspect. If you can get them three together, then yeah, Wanda really had to be confronted with the truth in this one. I thought she was getting there in the last episode, but even that wouldn't convince her. Even that wouldn't open her eyes to what was really happening to the people in Westview. She had to be shown the hard way when Agatha cut, as she says, cut the strings, and everyone was telling her what they were feeling, how and what was happening to them. Like, they were feeling her pain and seeing her nightmares. Like, she was causing them pain just to spare her own. So she needed to be woke up to that, and she nearly killed them by strangling them all. I imagine Wanda's, like, this was very much a theme in Civil War as well. Like, Wanda, she has all these powers, but they're very destructive as well, and people don't like her, really. The people are against her, and it's even, like, I imagine she was trying to change that, but this is even it's been scaled up to 11 now because no one wants her around. She has to live on her own. Whether anyone likes it or not, she has severely damaged these people and hurt them. So, yeah. She needs a bit of self-isolation to get over shit. And then the boys arrived, Tommy and Billy, showing off what they can do. Never really got a full showing of what Billy could do. I mean, Tommy, we had the super speed and everything, that was cool. But actually, talking to the super speed, Ralph Boner, is that the best they could do? They just bring him in just for it to be that actor, just because it's fun? No, bring him over from the multiverse. Have him actually be the Quicksilver guy. Because Agatha was camping at his house, in his basement. That's the one thing that disappointed me. The lack of payoff for this Quicksilver that we could have had. When Monica removed the thing, the charm that was, I suppose, Agatha was keeping under control with, he could have been the Quicksilver from the X-Men universe, and then he just said, I was in my universe 1 minute and then I was dragged here and then put under control by a witch. We could have just done that. People would have accepted it. I guess people would have accepted it, maybe, because we just would have been happy to have him back. But this was so lackluster, and we won't ever see Quicksilver again, I'm guessing. So sad. But yeah, as I was saying before, the boys arrived, showing off what they can do. Billy with his very much powers like Wanda, but they're blue instead of red. The blue warlock, I'm guessing. Cobalt warlock. Azure warlock. I don't know. Azure wizard. I mean, obviously he's probably got a name in the comics, but I don't know what the hell it is. So, yeah, but with the boys also, they were, obviously, while Vision was taking care of White Vision, and Wanda was taking care of Agatha, the boys were taking care of the military, and Hayward was straight up ready to shoot those two kids. So, very dick move. Very, very dick move. But they were saved by Monica, who, I think for the first time we actually saw her powers. I mean, we've seen sort of glimpses of her power, but I think this was where we really saw her, and I still don't know what the hell that power is. It looks like intangibility. I'm still not sure. It'll have to be clarified when we see her next, and we will see her next. We'll see her again, definitely. And it was also confirmed that, yeah, the boys and Vision can't leave the Hex. Which would turn into a real tearjerker later. Hayward tried escaping, but he was caught by Darcy, of all people. And that was the one scene she had. She didn't show up again after that. God damn. I really liked the conversation with Vision and White Vision. That was very good. I really liked that. The whole, like, discussion, philosophical discussion also, like, if you take something apart and then replace it with all new parts, is it the original thing? Like, a lot of people say this about the Great Wall of China. Like, a lot of it is, there's parts of it that have been reconstructed. Well, then that's not the Great Wall of China then, because it's not the original. So that was the discussion they were going for here. I think the ship of Theseus, like, if you take all the wood off the ship of Theseus and then replace it with all new planks, it's no longer the ship of Theseus. Like, is it only the ship of Theseus because it was that wood, the original wood that was made it, or was it that made up the ship, or was it because it was made by Theseus himself? Because if it wasn't made by Theseus himself, then it's not the ship of Theseus. Restoring White Vision's memories. We had both of them. We had WandaVision, and we had Real Vision. And yeah, he is back. So maybe Wanda can get with him. But then again, that would feel very strange, wouldn't it? I mean, Agatha even said her ex and her new boyfriend at the same party together. It's a bit odd. But then again, this show's given us a lot of twisted ideas, so it's not completely out there, is it? And then White Vision flew off and he was never to be seen again. I don't know where we'd see him again, unless this series gets picked up for season 2. I don't know where the hell he'd show up again. I really liked Wanda's plan as well when she was fighting Agatha for the final time. She was intentionally missing Agatha, but she had to hit her a few times and sacrifice some of her power to make it look like she was actually trying to fight him, but really she was just putting the runes on all sides of the hex. The basic protection spell from last episode. Only in a given space can the witch who casts the runes use her magic, and no other witch can. So, yeah. So the hex is Agatha's prison now. But then again, how was that? Like, she's got to keep up the hex in some form capacity, because if she didn't, then Agatha would just come out again. She's turned her back into Agnes. Yeah, she's turned back into Agnes, but that only works inside the hex, so the hex has to stay up in at least a small space. But the hex has to stay up, otherwise Agatha will just come back. But while she was doing the protection spell as well and turning her back into Agnes, the costume! Ooh! Like, York said that I would ring him after this and say, yep, you were right. And I'm going to do that right now on camera.
Hello?
Yep, you're right.
Oh, I told you so.
Yeah, I just did that for my I just did that for my recording. I'm still recording, so I just put that little clip in there for the video.
Hi guys.
Yeah.
Make sure to like and subscribe.
Yeah, I told them that I told them about what you said before. I said, like, York's expecting me to call him and say, yeah, you're right. So that's what I did.
Told you so.
Yes.
Yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, guys.
I will call you after
Awesome content.
I'll call you back after I've finished recording. Well, actually, we'll be talking about it tomorrow with Liam. So, do you want me to call you quickly after I've finished recording and we'll just have a quick chat, or do we wait till tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have a quick chat.
Okay.
See you then.
See ya. There you have it. Yeah, the runes, the costume, awesome, all of it. But reality had to literally come back. Like, we literally had to step back into reality and take away the hex, and thus the family with it. Saying goodnight to the boys, that started to bring the tears out. It started to. And then, they could see the hex coming in the window. Like, they could see it coming, the borders coming in the window, and knew that the second they close that door, they'll never see them again. So, yeah, quite literally a final good night. Yeah, that got me going, nearly got me going, but the last scene with Vision is what truly made it happen. That truly destroyed me, just that final goodbye between them. I think one of the worst bits is when he was saying, like, we've said goodbye before, so it stands to reason that we'll say hello again. So they'll probably see each other again. Hope so. I really hope so. Yeah, I had to take it all away and turn it back to reality in the exact place where she started it, with the clothes she was wearing, the not house. It's like no time had passed whatsoever, but obviously it has. Wanda is officially hated by everyone in Westview now. A little reconciliation with Monica, tiny bit. I think it deserved more than that, but we won't dig into it. And yeah, Wanda has left Westview, vowing to learn about this power that she has. I imagine she'll be a lot more powerful, or still learning to be more powerful, the next time we see her in Doctor Strange. I was expecting Doctor Strange to show up because I heard that a special star was supposed to appear in this last episode, and I was expecting it to be Doctor Strange. I don't mind, because Wanda and Doctor Strange have still yet to share a scene together, besides Tony's funeral, of course, and and the end battle in Endgame, but they've never had a talk with each other. So I want to see that. Earlier in the episode as well, the Scarlet Witch is said to outpower the Sorcerer Supreme, which we know that's what Doctor Strange is. Yeah, officially confirmed. She's more powerful than Doctor Strange, which we probably knew that. The comic fans will definitely know that. After Wanda left Westview, that was the end of the episode. Then we went into the mid-credit scene where I think Monica got a bit of a proposition from either Nick Fury or Talos, because I thought it was Captain Marvel. He said, like, I was sent by an old friend of your mother's, so I thought, could that be Captain Marvel? But then the Skrull said it's he, so that's Talos or Nick Fury, one of the two. And they said they want to meet her up there. So Monica's going back to space. She's definitely going to be showing up in Captain Marvel 2. And she's going to have powers, which is a risky move considering that obviously you have people who do not watch all of the MCU. My sister literally watched Infinity War at home and then hours later went to watch Endgame. And she still has not seen all of the MCU. I don't think she's seen the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. She hasn't seen Doctor Strange. She hasn't seen Ant-Man the Wasp, I don't think. I think there's a lot she hasn't seen. There's a few of them she hasn't seen. She's seen most of them, but not all of them. And I was like, are you mad? Going to see Endgame after not watching... Like, I don't even think she saw Captain Marvel, so... Yeah, but with that argument, you're going to get people who haven't watched WandaVision they watch Captain Marvel, but they won't watch WandaVision, so to them it's just going to seem like, oh yeah, this girl, she was a little girl in Captain Marvel 1, and then the next time we see her in Captain Marvel 2, she's got powers and she's a grown-up, and her mother's dead. So, Marvel is taking a bit of a risk there, but I suppose they're trusting people. It's the benefits, it's the perks of watching everything. So yeah. And then after that, we went to the end credit scene where Wanda is living solitary life now, in a little shack in the mountains. But that's not all she's doing. She's learning from the Darkhold. We saw how that worked out in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. when people read that thing. And yeah, she's learning she's reading it, she's learning new things. And what was that about the boys? Like, you could hear the boys screaming. Like, is she learning how to create them in real life? Because, as weird as it would be, I think Wanda deserves her family back, but yeah, she's sacrificed a lot and people still hate her. I think she deserves to have her family back. We definitely want Vision back. But yeah, this show has... that's the end of it. This show has been incredible. It's told in such a short amount of time as well. Like, I'm used to series that go on for like 13 episodes or longer. This told a good story in 9. Obviously, we didn't have to deal with introductions to a lot of characters. Like, we didn't need to know who Wanda or Vision were. We didn't need to know who a lot of the side characters were. So we got to skip introduction on a few of them. It told a good story in the space of 9 episodes. The first couple of episodes were a bit, ooh, what's this? It's a bit weird. But then when, obviously, things started to go differently, mainly in episode 3, like when we got introduced to Geraldine, Monica in episode 2, and then things started to go a bit awry for her, and when she mentioned Ultron in episode 3, and it looks like Wanda was the villain. That changed everything. It started to make the show really compelling. So, and to just lead through with Agnes the whole way, and obviously Monica, Jimmy, Darcy, Director Hayward, and the mystery of Vision, what created the Hex, was it someone else who did it? It led to a very compelling story. I want that Scarlet Witch pop. And they're going to release it as well, you know they are, because it was only last week, like directly after the last episode aired, they announced a Agatha Harkness pop and a White Vision pop. We know that Scarlet Witch pop is coming. I know it. And I will be getting it. Because this is from Civil War. This is 5 years old at this point. And I hopefully we get an updated Vision as well, because this is cool. This cost me a lot of money, but still, it'd be cool to get another Vision pop. Ooh. So, just final thoughts. Amazing show. Very, very unique feel to it, with the sitcom angles in the first few episodes. Got compelling, real fast, kept up the mystery mostly the whole time. I think the only time we didn't have any mystery was this last episode, because I think all the way up until this last episode everyone was questioning like, what the fuck is going on. Fantastic show, got compelling real fast, a lot of mystery, paid off in the end really, with a sad ending, but hopefully this show gets a season 2, because I want to see where Wanda goes with her story. Well, we'll know where Wanda goes with her story in Doctor Strange, but still, we want more, don't we? So, I'll just leave you with that. We want more when this is finished. Well, we want this show to be picked up for season 2. No idea what the hell you're going to do, but I trust Kevin Feige. So, that's all I've got to say for WandaVision. This was the series finale. We are done. If you're only here for WandaVision, then I don't know why, but we'll be back. We'll be back in a couple of weeks with the beginning of Falcon and Winter Soldier. Until next time, we are over and out. Unless you only watch WandaVision, in that case, goodbye!